Okay, this is 42 minutes long. I don't know if it's worth watching the whole 42 minutes, but I'm kind of in for the ride. Let's go.
Ultimate, oh my god! Oh my god! Overwatch Ultimate
Tanya,
Battle
thank you for 5
Bundle
gifties.
Pass!
I appreciate it.
20
Thanks so much.
skins? Holy shit!
Howdy gamers.
This is such a fucking joke, man.
Wait, hang on.
Like, I'm gonna be real, like, this is such a... Holy shit! Ultimate Battle Bundle
Wait.
Pass!
Wait, he pulled up the Ultimate Bundle Pass. 2,000 coins. Premium Battle Pass tiers plus 20 skips. Legendary Infinite Guard Soldier Diva 76. Season 4 Starter Pack, including Diva Ace. Infinite Air Wings Weapon Charm. Alright, let's go.
20 skins? Holy shit! This is such a fucking joke, man. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, this is such a... Look. So, we're in a situation now where Overwatch 2... The main thing that Overwatch 2 is supposed to do...
His hair looks good.
...isn't happening. That's right. You know the only thing that you were supposed to get excited about with the game? They canceled it.
Gorky thanks the 5 gifties.
I played defense for Blizzard.
Thanks, man.
So fucking hard with Overwatch 2.
Oh, man.
I said, listen, a battle
Oh, man, dude. He's just like me.
pass is fine. I said only Blizzard could be a company that could take a game that was pay to play and make it free to play and get rid of loot boxes, and players would still find a reason to hate on it. Because I thought all of the people that were shitting on Overwatch 2 were unreasonable.
In some ways, they really were. In some ways, they really were a little bit unreasonable about it. But things have changed. Now the Doomers are feasting.
Well, well, well. Blizzard once again has made me look like a fucking idiot.
Real.
Because the PvE mode that Overwatch 2 was the main thing. This was the main selling point of Overwatch 2.
Real.
Has been canceled.
I will never be hungry again. I have so much Doom to eat.
It directly.
And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into
How many views do you think this clip has total?
PvE?
I've watched this clip at least 30 times this week.
Hoping that we can land it at some point in the future? Or do we stick with this set of values we've aligned on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of
Chat. There's a guy on TikTok named like Philip DeFranco, and he reports on like Ukraine news, government news, like, you know, economy, you know, pop culture news. And I saw it come across my TikTok feed, and they were talking about Overwatch 2. And that's when I fucking knew. Holy shit, we're fucked.
With everything we've learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level that you deserve, it's clear that
He's over a decade. What are you saying? Listen, I only ever see their TikToks, but I watch every one of them because they're fucking good. Okay? But I didn't know they had like 4 channels of TikToks. But they said that gamers are pissed. Okay? You're such a little Gen Z boy. I'm 27. I'm the forgotten generation between Gen Z and millennials. I'm the one nobody gives a fuck about. I'm that like 2 years or 3 years from 1995 to 1997 that nobody claims. Everyone's like, fuck them. We don't want them.
PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore. And we know that this is going to be disappointing to many of you, which is why we wanted to bring it up before we talked about the roadmap. And to be perfectly honest, it's been really difficult for many of us and a lot of folks on the team who've poured their heart and soul into that stuff.
True. True. Yo, Moss up, thank you for the 10 gifties. You're crazy, man. Thank you so much. Chat, if you get some, make sure you say thank you.
Well,
fixed it.
There it is. What the f else do you get to say? Add remastered.
Honestly, Overwatch should have just abandoned the 2 when it went to Overwatch 2 anyways. It really should have. It just should have said Overwatch.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Very smart. This is now what Overwatch is. Oh, actually, no, you guys are right. You guys are right. You're right. There we
Wait, can you see it? You can. Overwatch Reforged. Oh
we
no. No, not the WoW. Oh god. Coming from a WoW streamer, this is so funny.
Overwatch Reforged. So, oh man. I just don't know what to say, guys. I really don't. And I'm going to watch a little bit more of this clip. How does something like that even get canceled? I'm going to be real. I don't understand. Like, how can Blizzard f this up 3 times in a row? Because you think that it's only this time. This is the 3rd time Blizzard has failed to create a FPS PvE experience. The first time they failed was in about 2003 with StarCraft Ghost. Then it was with Project Titan that they had to revamp and turn into Overwatch 1.
True.
And now, for the 3rd time,
And with the StarCraft one, though.
They failed with Overwatch 2. Titan died for this? Yes. Whoever is running their PvE FPS stuff probably shouldn't be running shit anymore. I think this is so bad because it makes Blizzard...
CarQ tweet, Pog!
Like...
Dude, this tweet... Hang on. I actually gotta go find it. How many views did that tweet get? I actually asked CarQ what it was at, and he was like, dude, I had to mute the thread because I couldn't touch my, phone. My guy with 24.1 million views. This guy tweets once a year. Dude, when you get a CarQ tweet, you truly, truly did fuck up.
This is probably the biggest thing that Blizzard has, straight...
Unfortunately, though, we don't get paid for Twitter views, so it's not like YouTube where you would have made a bunch of money. Yeah.
Yep, done a 180 on. They canceled Heroes of the Storm and, development of it because it's just a dead game. Everybody knows that. But this is different.
It's not just a tweet, you made a thread. I know, but...
They aborted it. It never even existed. It's sad. I was really excited for this. I thought it was going to be fucking awesome.
Same.
This was the main selling point.
Same.
Why is it called Overwatch 2?
Anyone who really no, but the campaign's real. That's not what people were sold on. That's why people were upset. Yes, there's still a campaign, but the scope of it is so different now that I don't like how it's framed. I don't like the framing of it's more than you ever got before. That's bullshit. That shit makes me mad. That's the reason why I'm more mad than anything. It's the promise that was there is not fulfilled, and the reshaping of the scope to put it in a positive light. No.
It's because there's going to be PvE content to it. And now it's fucking gone. It's so fucking sad, man. They gaslit players into thinking Overwatch 2 had something new. Look, the PvE mode, the PvP mode, I liked it more than Overwatch 1. But, I mean, really, I stopped playing Overwatch 1, and I'm not playing Overwatch 2 right now. So, I don't know. But that's just my read on it. Anyway, I do think that it was an upgrade. But, personally...
Asmon is kind of a window into the views of non-regular Overwatch players. So probably the viewpoint of most normies. That's a pretty good point. It's not just Asmon. People are oh, not everyone thinks the way Asmon. Everyone's sentiments seem to be similar, though. You know what I mean? So it's
The reason why I played Overwatch 2 and the reason why I was excited about the game had nothing to fucking do with some fucking 5v5 guard a garbage can. I have to guard a garbage can so it can move over to a garbage disposal. I don't want to do this. I don't give a this is stupid. I just wanted to play it. I thought the story for Overwatch was really cool. I thought it was interesting. I love the Overwatch, and I know this is going to be something that might trigger some people.
Asmon's actually informed, though. Those chatters just say things that make no sense. That is true.
And not look at it on a surface level. I really liked how Overwatch had some elements of storytelling that were like Dark Souls. Whenever you would play, you had spontaneous storytelling that would happen based off of interactions that players could create. So, for example, pre-game lobby stuff with
Was push the game mode you were playing a few minutes ago in the toilet? Shut the fuck up.
different characters and different voice lines to each other. I thought that was really cool. And I love the story of Overwatch. I knew a lot of the backstories for many of the characters. I mean, the Kirito cinematic was fucking awesome.
No, don't say good one, chatter. Shut up.
Reinhardt one was fucking S tier.
True.
Like, almost all of them were S tier. So even
it's actually tragic that we don't get cinematics that often, because Overwatch's cinematics legitimately make you want to cry.
Ramtrada one was S tier. The Diva, yeah, I mean, Diva is probably everybody's favorite, at least a lot of people's favorite. Kirito, well, what's her name? I don't fucking remember what her name is. But you know, the fucking the little fox girl with the little things on her headband. I don't fucking know what her name is. Kiriko, yeah, whatever. And so anyway, you know, I thought these characters were really nice, even though I don't remember their fucking names.
Kiriko gets a whatever, but he knew Reinhardt.
What happened, man? They're at like an indie studio with their excuse. Yeah. Imagine waiting since 2019 for this mode, and then they cancel it. Dude.
Stella's reply of, wait, why is everyone acting surprised?
I remember, like,
Stop.
let's go back.
The Overwatch, dude, all the Overwatch players, all the former Overwatch players, like, we told you this.
Asmongold Overwatch 2 announcement reaction. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Here we go, dude. Okay, holy shit.
Oh no.
Here it is. We're just gonna skip ahead like a lot, okay? Because this is just a cinematic.
Oh no.
Okay. Damn.
Holy shit.
Damn, dude. Damn, that's badass. Well, that's whenever my camera would. Oh.
It's true.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Did you enjoy?
I thought it was just gonna be a new mode.
Awesome.
I'd show you my reaction, but I wasn't a streamer yet.
What a surprise.
Think about that. Think about that. My career is shorter. How long I've been streaming and making content is shorter than how long we were waiting for PvE. Think about that.
Of the Overwatch
Tell us about
team,
it, Jeff.
I am extremely
let's go,
proud
Jeff.
and excited to finally and officially announce Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Now, I know you have a lot of questions, but we always feel like our games speak for
Flats
themselves.
outlasted
so let's take a
PvE.
look at the
Shut up.
gameplay, and then we'll talk.
Okay,
no.
all right, let's see the gameplay. That's what matters.
No.
Let's
Here
go.
we go.
Yep.
Fuck
let's go.
yeah,
Let's
dude,
see.
I'm excited.
Wait, that guy in
man.
chat said money grab Pog. They were
Oh,
right.
No.
This is fucking cool.
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna
Aged
just
like
skip ahead a
milk.
bit.
You're with me. We're getting aboard.
PvE encounters. See, look at that.
I knew you would return.
I was so happy.
It has been too long, Master.
Oh.
Do this. You've made your choice. Nobody will stop us.
Oh shit.
Trouble is cropping up
Oh,
all
that
over
stopped
the
me up.
world. It's not just Null Sector.
A lot of lives
Highly playable co-op.
Ah! There it is.
a lot of lives
Highly replayable co-op. That is a very distinct, promised.
Highly playable co-op. Dude, that's crazy. Wow.
Teamwork.
Wow. Wait, oh, there are supposed to be bosses in
Level up your heroes.
there? Leveling? Oh, wow, leveling up.
There's the talent trees.
Leveling.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy
Customize your abilities. We're 0 for 3 so far.
shit, dude. Let's go. Dude, everybody was so excited.
Wow.
Look at that. That's a lot. That's one of the new maps. PvP mode.
1 for 4. Push.
I think this mode's fine.
Og.
Man. Oh, so this is just like holding a team fight, I guess? I don't know.
2 for 5. I guess.
Man. Okay. New look.
3 for 6, I guess.
Oh, we are gonna have so
3
much
for
fun.
6,
It is
and
gonna be
the 3 that we got are like, okay. Meh. Yeah, I guess.
so awesome.
We literally only
Yeah.
got 50% of
So,
it, and it wasn't
we
even
have
the
a
real
lot to talk
50% of
about,
it.
Right? First and foremost, you have to remember that Overwatch
Yeah.
is a team versus team 6v6 competitive experience.
I didn't know that. I play
and
for
there's
myself.
no way we're losing that at all. In fact, that's a huge
Yeah,
focus.
I don't
Wait, hang on. They just said no way we're losing that.
play like
So
that at all.
Overwatch 2 will have a brand new
Yeah.
core competitive game. Multiple new
We
heroes
did
that
lose.
will come with
We
the
actually
game.
lost
And
everything
we're
there.
very excited about that.
Which one identifies as
Now,
a furry?
lot of you have questions,
Wait, what? Wait. Hang on, what?
and we're very excited about that.
Which one
Multiple new heroes that will come with the game, and we're very excited about that.
Which one identifies as a
Now,
furry?
a lot of you have questions. Why a sequel? Or what does that mean to me
Yes.
as a player of the original
I guess the answer was Kiriko, right?
A
game?
sequel.
I put so much time into this game. I cared about
Okay.
it so much.
Let's
Well,
go,
we
Jeff.
thought about it, and
You
for
wanted
us
more
as
money.
gamers, you know, sequels make us nervous more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what we're
Rightly
hoping to
so.
do with Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means. And
And oh, sure as shit, did they accomplish that?
Was it?
Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means.
Oh no! Oh man!
Overwatch 2.
All I can think back to is your Stanley Parable playthrough. Yo, who has that clip? You know the clip, the content clip. Does anyone have that clip? I feel like that's so relevant right now.
And you will get to play with all of the same heroes as Overwatch 2 players. It will be a
at that
shared
hat.
multiplayer environment where no one gets left behind.
Wow. Yeah, I'm confused too, guys.
Technically, no one got left behind. We all got kidnapped and thrown in. We lost our borders. We lost our history. We lost our previous ranks. Oh, this is the clip? This is extremely relevant to this right now. Hold on. Something... you ain't gonna get me with that one! I have walked through that door too many times! I know there's nothing on the other side of that door. Nothing. No. There's like a reskin of a skin we got 4 years ago. But this time it's in white. You know what? There's just this undying urge in me to walk through this door. I know full well it's bait. But it has me by the balls. I'll never escape it.
We know that too well tart is not true. Omeglal Overwatch mains are
This hurts so fucking much in the future.
not getting fooled.
This clip has aged better than Overwatch PvE. Shut up. Yeah, I've waited this long. Let's see how it goes.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
I couldn't tell you, man.
Are we at the
I fucking
Blizzard
couldn't.
offices?
I couldn't tell you. I fully expected that this door named new content would be the whole content. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't even expect a room with a chair. How true this ended up being is not even fucking funny. Oh man, this hurts. Let's keep watching.
The other thing that I think a lot of us are thinking about is all of those cool accomplishments and cosmetics that we've been unlocking over the years.
Man. Well.
We've got World of Warcraft.
All right. Well, there we go. That is so sad. Because it's like, dude, you saw how excited, even McConnell was excited. We were both super excited. It was like, oh my God, this is going to be so cool. PvE mode. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. And then it's worse than finding out Santa wasn't real. Yeah, I know, man. It's just awful.
Oh, no.
They must have known for the longest time it wasn't coming. Yeah, maybe this is why Jeff Kaplan left Blizzard. I mean, it's hard to say. I think that's definitely a big assumption to make, but this is sad to see. I'll tell you that. You know, it's funny to joke about it. Now Overwatch 2 is actually just a patch. Yeah, and I defended it. I did. I said, guys,
too.
The PvE mode is coming. Yes, they've had to delay it for 2 years, but COVID, things happen.
Oh,
guys, it's going to be coming. Guys, there's a reason why it's Overwatch 2, because there's going to be a PvE mode in the game. Like, at some point in the future, there's going to be a PvE mode, and that's going to be the new content. It's coming very soon. And...
You're writing tape on this bottle, Copium.
It turned out that Overwatch 2 was actually Overwatch all along. So you're telling me we went through years of no content just for 5v5 and a push? I mean, when you say it like that, I mean, like, that sounds pretty bad.
It's so sad, but it's true. It really is what happened.
Overwatch 1 to bring some awesome PvE content. Oops, COVID. But all the awesome PvE stuff is internally playable right now. Any day now. Don't you worry. The PvE stuff is great. We're releasing Overwatch 2 now. And PvE will come later so we can make it awesome. PvE has been canceled. Oh my God. Insane. Considering they said they had to make Overwatch 2 with the updated engine so they could do all the PvE stuff, which wasn't possible in Overwatch 1. Hilarious. And for the record, the language used was very clear. The mode is canceled. We will keep getting little PvE modes that we play once for 10 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there is a point to be made about Star Watch being marketed as a PvP and PvE event. But, like, I had no problem with the game mode. I thought it was a cool little event. But you do got to be a little worried if that's what they considered PvE. Because, yeah, it had turrets and you had a shitty Doom bot. But other than that, though, yeah.
I honestly can't. I can't with this development team. I was worried whenever they split up the PvP and PvE, but wow, but no hero mission.
But, like, I wasn't that worried because, you know, logically you would think that they realized, okay, PvE is much bigger than we thought. You know, we put the PvE in the background and build that team and make it much bigger, and you have two separate teams, the PvP team and the PvE team. But they didn't do that. They had kept one team doing both, and it was impossible.
Is arguably what I was most excited for. Why promote Overwatch 2 as primarily a replayable PvE experience and scrap it? Yeah, I wonder why. Man.
GG.
They even made PvE beta a thing back in 2019. They knew this from releasing 2, you know? It's scummy as well, I don't know. I have no idea what they knew and what they didn't know. I have no clue. But what I'm saying, didn't they do pre-sales of Overwatch 2, the base game? You get the PvE stuff for free? Sounds like
that was like Mandela effect, I think. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people saying that. I had to actually double check. Because I thought, like, holy shit, enough people are saying that maybe it's true, but that wasn't true.
Class action? Well, I have no idea. I mean, like, I thought Overwatch 2 was free, so... Like, I didn't buy Overwatch.
The Watch Point Pack, yeah.
The Battle Pass was not? Yeah, I don't know. Check the Blue Post on Overwatch 2 forums. Said it's not canceled in September. Outright liars. They said it was canceled. They said it was canceled a year ago, but told us just now. I don't know, guys.
It seems that from what we ended up gathering later on, it does seem that it was canceled sometime between like September and December of last year, officially.
PvE was paid.
But that's still a long time.
Wait, so wait a second. So people had to buy the PvE version of Overwatch 2, and now they just canceled it?
I don't think that ends up being true. I don't think that's true, actually.
Because, like, I don't remember any of this.
No. It's Mandela effect. People think that
pretty bad.
because the Watchpoint pack was so confusing, it basically like tricked you into like, oh, like, you know, you're buying Overwatch too early, even though it's free to play. You get all this other cool stuff. So people were probably like, oh, I'm paying for Overwatch too early. No, that was legitimately like an underhanded tactic to try to make money before the game came out. I very vividly remember that. I vividly remember, okay, they haven't been making money on Overwatch for a while. They're stopping the sales of Overwatch 1. So to have, one, the ability to still buy Overwatch 1 after they turned it off in like June, they needed to have another system to let you buy Overwatch 1 on the way up to Overwatch 2. And that way they also sold beta access. And then they put in like a skin, 2 skins, a battle pass, and coins to like make it worth it. Which, to be fair, it was like $30 of the pack out of the 40 was 1-to-1 currency into Overwatch 2 worth $30. The extra $10 you could argue was for Overwatch 1 if you didn't already have it, the Legendary Edition, plus a couple skins. So like, it wasn't that bad of value. I still think it wasn't that bad of value, but it was very weird to do that. Why buy everything early? Like, what's the point of prepaying for it until just wait till it comes out? You know what I mean? But they just needed to make money right away, and that was the way they ended up doing it. So it probably confused a lot of people, and now they think like, oh, I paid for PvE. It's like, now that you didn't. But you probably thought you did.
When people bought his tickets for the beta Overwatch 2 before it got released, okay, yeah, I don't know. It seems, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was a little underhanded.
They
not
fucking
illegal,
lied,
but
just to switch Overwatch's monetization. There you fucking go. I do not think they lied. I think that this is an outcome of bad management.
Yeah,
and then
I'm with
just
Asmon on that.
Not knowing what the to do.
I'm with Asmon on that one. I don't think it's a straight lie.
That they did this on purpose. I don't think that the intent was to deceive people. I think that just happened because they were managed wrong. Yeah, I just think they have no fucking idea what they're doing. That's it. Look at their Twitter, game director, and this is the YouTube video, and we'll look and see where it is. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys, Matt, Mr. X, joined by some special guests. It's game director Aaron Keller.
Okay, we're gonna watch the whole thing. Give me a second.
And executive producer Jared Noose joining me here on Dev Chat.
Oh no, we have to rewatch it again. Oh
hey,
no!
Matt, great. Thank you so much
no.
Wonderful. Thank you for having us on the show.
Oh, no problem. And Jared, I think I wanna start with you. You have been tweeting a lot lately, tweeting about a roadmap saying it's coming mid-May.
We're getting a roadmap.
Yeah, but look it down here though. Do you see this? Like, it still pisses me off that they did 30 minutes of Star Watch just for 8 minutes at the end. Like, they really threw the Star Watch team under the fucking bus.
I feel like Blizzard should have still done this, because this is like, Overwatch 2 was their last good IP that they've made. Like, WoW IP is like, I mean, bro, it's played out. The Diablo
I think
IP,
Diablo will do well,
Diablo
though.
4 goes.
But not as crazy as
IP
Overwatch.
was dead fucking before Overwatch 2 even came out. Like, what do they have? Like
Candy Crush.
Overwatch was probably one of the only games that had, like, actually a massive mainstream appeal, and it was really popular. And they're just giving up.
Been on my timeline a lot.
I do have an update. We're going to run through the roadmap today. We're going to talk about what's coming in future seasons. We're going to talk a bit about PvE, and I think to kick us off, I wanted to ask Aaron to give us a little bit of
Candy Crush isn't Blizzard? What are you talking about? Isn't it? It's wait a minute. Hang on. Yes, it is. It's Activision King Blizzard. It's all the same company. Sorry, Flats. Candy Crush is mobile, so it doesn't count. You know, Candy Crush probably makes more money than all of these games combined, right? I'd say it counts.
A history lesson and some context.
Yeah, you got it. We announced Overwatch 2 in 2019.
We just watched that.
Part of that presentation was about this always-on, deeply replayable PvE experience.
John, do you guys wait? If you don't know about this, you know Candy Crush makes an ungodly amount of money. Like, it basically carries the whole company almost by itself.
And his work...
Candy Crush reported having $1.21 billion in revenue in 2021. $1.21 billion in revenue.
Slowly continued on Overwatch 2, we began to pull more and more of our focus and energy away from the live game and all of
Candy
the people
Crush
that
PvE incoming.
Well, it's a good thing they did that.
We had players that were excited to be playing that game, and they just wanted more of it. So we had a difficult choice to make. We could continue working on our original vision for Overwatch 2 without a definitive end date in sight, or change our strategy.
Or we could just give up. We just give up. Problem solved. That's it. So they just give up, and there you go. Done.
It is funny he says that, though.
New heroes,
he's not wrong.
New maps, new modes, and regular.
So I kind of think the difference, though, as a core Overwatch streamer and player, what Aaron says resonates with me because it sounds like they finally realized, holy shit, we have a really good PvP game, or had, and we need to focus on this more, and that's why they're dropping it. But to the outside, they're like, oh, you're just giving up. Like, you guys just quit. And it's like, both sides are true. But like the new Overwatch team, like the new era, like your Aaron era, is a lot more in touch with Overwatch. And they probably have heard the cries of people being like, dude, we just get nothing. Like, this ass. It's so terrible. And now they want to fix that for their current PvP players. But like at this point, it's kind of too late. And I don't see Overwatch dying. I really don't. But it's going to take years to repair at this point. It will take years to repair it.
Regular seasonal updates. But more than that, we shifted our values for how we want to.
And that's if everything goes well. Like let's say they keep doing good, they keep putting out new content that's good. They keep putting out new characters. They keep putting out new maps. They keep putting out, collabs. They keep putting all this stuff out for the next like 2 or 3 years. They might build up enough to the point where people are like, oh, okay, this game's actually kind of good again. But there's so many fucking decisions that this stupid company makes that are good and helpful. They just yoink away. I'll give you a good example just in the last few months. They took away the drops program. Remember back at the start of Overwatch 2, everyone was getting like the old legendary skins or new skins. It was like giving people things to do. They took away the drops. People wanted more ways to earn skins in-game as well. So they gave a little bit of that, but then they kind of took it away again. There hasn't been really any good skins to earn in-game. So you lost the free drops for skins, and you don't really have good ways of earning them in-game. But what they do is they have the free currency and the battle pass now, so you can buy like one old skin like a season, and it's like, it's really not that great. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like, it's hard for me on the outside to say, well, yeah, you could probably fix this in a couple years if you really, really worked at it. But you just constantly shoot yourself in the foot at all times. And anytime they have a good idea, their crawl, walk, run policy is so fucking dumb that while they're crawling on the ground with their brand new idea, Fortnite gets up and goes right by them with the same idea and go yoink and just keep running. You know what I mean? So it's like anytime they have a good idea, it just gets fucking yoinked by someone else, and then they do it better than they did.
Content.
It's like, come on, man! Like, you just get fucking smoked for nothing.
Leave the game sort of languishing on the side. Now we made a commitment.
Also, I'll give you another good example. The Junker Queen event in October was fantastic. It was some of the most fun Overwatch I've ever played. We have not had another PvE event like the Junker Queen event, the Junkenstein, right? We haven't had one. We had Star Watch. That was not a PvE event. I didn't think it was that bad, but it was not a PvE event. We had the Battle for Olympus. That is not a PvE event. We had a couple, like, I don't know, like the fucking May Snowball and shit and some other little events, but none of that, you know what I mean? Like, none of that gives a good examples. Here's a good example. In-game tournament / clan systems. We announced it, never acted, invalid, and is running with it. Oh, you're spot on. You're 100% right. We talked about tournament systems years ago. You actually want to know something better? And I think I can kind of confidently, I can say this because I'm not involved. But I know people back in like 2017, 2018, like before Overwatch League even started blowing up and started making a big thing, there were streamers that went to Overwatch League and tried to do co-streams at the beginning of Overwatch and were like, hey, like we go crazy with this because it's going to be a sensation. And they just said, fuck you to everybody. They just said, nah, we're good. We don't really want you or need you. Don't be taking our views. And now it's in the toilet, and now they want to work with people. That kind of shit just makes my skin crawl a little, you know what I mean? I know it's a different management. I know there's new people there. But, like, just... There's so many things over the years that just I know, and some things can be talked about, and some things can't be talked about.
Always prioritize.
And it's just like, at what point do you kind of just go like, guys, you're just fucking... you're just crawling on the ground the entire time, getting stomped by everybody else.
And
if you actually want to become a competitor in the PvP market, they have to step it up 2-3-fold where they're at right now. Right now is like the bare minimum of calling yourself a free-to-play, live service competitive game. 2 to 3x to even start to catch up. 4x if you really wanted to fucking put the gas on and catch up fast.
People playing it, and to devote our
but that's not gonna
development
happen.
efforts there. This game is nothing without all of you.
Anyways.
Yeah, and
I just feel like this is.
And it sucks though, because I like Aaron. I think Aaron inherited a lot of this problems, but
it's
you can't get past the big
partially
corporate.
their fault why this happened, so I don't feel that bad for him. But like, I know it probably sucks to have to go live and put out the announcement that you know everybody's gonna be mad about.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
I feel bad for Aaron.
And it's like, you know that.
I like Aaron a lot.
I actually was impressed. I think Jared did a pretty good job breaking the news to people.
Also,
Like,
Jared's new, for those who don't know. Jared is very new. He hasn't been there very long.
Probably the best.
This guy's
way you
actually...
could-
This guy, Jared has some fucking balls. This dude is like one of the few people I've ever met at Blizzard that is like willing to go out and be that guy. He's that fucking guy. He does not care. Like, he is that dude. He will tell you how it is and will try to make it happen. So you know what? I have a lot of respect for these two. It's a nice change of pace from what is old Blizzard. You know, even Alec, there's some things I don't agree with. Some of the support changes, like the Brig change, like, God, why? What were you guys doing? Now it has like a 53% pick rate now, and they're not even playing on the current patch with the unbroken rally, all that shit. Other than that, though, I think Alec's actually done not too bad of a job. Like, in comparison to what was before, Alec's done okay. You know, like, the balance hasn't been that bad. Yeah, there's some things, you know what I mean? Like, balance hasn't been that bad. Content's been okay. Could be a lot better. Like, honestly, things have looked up over the last year. But still really sad.
Season 2, I think you start seeing some updates we've made based on your feedback.
I think the Queen changes are fine as long as it only lasts like 2 to 3 weeks. You know, like, you know, we're getting up to that point where we're starting to be like, okay, now it's been about 2 weeks. Now we gotta start, you know, talking about nerfing her. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like, okay, you know, 2 or 3 weeks of adjusting Queen meta, I'm cool with it.
We've been changing all of our systems. We've been adjusting hero balance.
Tomorrow patch, maybe?
Constantly revisiting the
I guess it is a Tuesday. It could be.
To make sure that what we're planning to deliver is going to be great for everyone out there.
I have no problem with, like, forcing metas for a couple weeks. I think it keeps the game fresh.
Partially it's because we feel like we're able to deliver.
Especially when it gets stuck. It felt a little stuck.
Because we hope that you're enjoying it more.
At least as a tank player, it felt a little stuck.
When the original game was kind of slowing down a little bit in development. But at the same time, development on the PvE experience really hasn't made the progress that we would have hoped. The team has created a bunch of amazing content. So, you know, there's awesome missions that are really exciting. There's
we're probably going to wait to Season 5, which is not
super fun to fight. And some truly
a little bit longer
great,
than we should. But this is
so
that's another good example of, like, you know, we're getting what is baseline content right now. If you want to compete and go it needs to be 2, 3, 4x. It can't, like, a patch. If we're going to force metas like that, it can't be a patch every month. It has to be a patch every, like, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, enough to, like, quickly change things. Like, okay, we had our fun for 2 weeks. Okay, let's tune this back a little. You know, that kind of stuff needs to happen, but it doesn't.
Trying to be like, okay, we're not in.
But even then, though, we're talking balance at that point. Balance isn't what gets most people's attention. Like, the casual player doesn't fucking know about balance changes. They don't know shit. They don't care. They want content. They want things they can sink their teeth into. And balance doesn't really fall into that, but
barely getting rid of
all
it,
part of the same puzzle.
You're just gonna we're getting rid of 95% of it. But there will be 5%, and there also will be a battle pass.
Talents. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge. And there really is no end in sight or defined kind of end date where we can...
Bro, are they in like a hotel room? How is your house this clean?
Dude, that's Aaron's house.
Fuck?
What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees. That long-term power progression.
He's sad, bro. He's... Oh, God. Oh, God. When you pause it, you look at it like...
Damn.
Dude, bro, that's like that's the it's over face, man. Yep, there you go. It's over.
Leave Viscerex alone.
Those things just aren't in our plans anymore. And we know that this is going to be disappointing to many of you, which is why we wanted to bring it up before we talked about the roadmap. And to be perfectly honest, it's been really difficult for many of us and a lot of folks on the team who've poured their heart and soul into that stuff.
Going forward, though...
Someone on Jay's stream asked why they blurred the vending machine. You know, realistically, it's probably just about, like, corporate companies don't want to show logos of other companies in their stuff. I know it sounds stupid, but if you've ever watched, like, certain, like, let's say, like, you'll see it if you watch TikToks, right? Like, sometimes you'll see, like, sponsored TikToks for stuff, and you'll just see like randomly their shirts blurred out. You know what I mean? And it's like, the fuck? Like, why is their shirt blurred out? It's like they had a Coca-Cola shirt on or something.
Beyond that, we have a lot more co-op features planned. Some canon.
I'm a little nervous they showed the
not.
Star Watch during that, by the way.
And we
because I don't consider Star Watch a true PvE experience.
I mean,
still fun, cool game mode, but
I feel like I'm hearing two different things here. It's like you're saying that you're canceling the PvE, but you still have some of it. Like, what's going on here, man?
We just want to give ourselves flexibility to explore the universe of Overwatch and its cast of heroes and villains, as well as just try new things. We're going to continue to
Why don't you try PvE?
Find the most exciting ways of bringing new experiences to the running game on a frequent and consistent basis.
Because, like, I'm going to be real. Like, Overwatch is a fun game. Like, at a baseline level, it is a great game to play. In terms of, like, it's like responsiveness is, like, fucking S-tier responsiveness. Moving around in the game is S-tier. Like, the visuals are S-tier. Like, so many things about the game are S-tier, but I just don't want to sit there and play a 5v5 every fucking time. And I get that some people love that, right? I mean, look at League. I mean, sure, that's the way that some games are. But to me, man, like, I was really excited for this. I actually was going to... Like, I never really played, like, Warframe or Destiny, and I thought this was going to be, like, Blizzard's take on that. And
yeah, I did too, actually.
Not that.
I thought it was going to be very similar to Destiny.
That Jared was talking about, because, Jared, there is a ton coming to Overwatch 2 soon.
Okay, so Quest Watch.
I feel like Overwatch has way more depth of the game-to-game basis than most FPS. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like, when I played Valorant the other day, every game kind of felt like somewhat similar. Like some maps, you know, like, oh, I could use an op here, but otherwise you're typically like having an economy to buy either, you know, pistols or to buy, you know, rifles, and basically looking to either like smoke and clear points and, you know, rotating around. Overwatch is a lot more 3D, it feels like, while Valorant feels more 2D. There's not many games I feel like Overwatch is 3D. You know, Apex, I could argue, feels a little bit more 3D. Like Overwatch, that's why they're very similar. But even so, like, Apex is a little bit more like, you know, almost 2 to 3D, where like you end up having shit happen where it's like, why the fuck did that happen? Like, these guys are idiots. They aped us and died for it. Like, they cost us the game. Well, Overwatch is a little bit more structured. It's like a nice middle ground.
Like, bro, I'm tired. But I'm about to have to go lay down.
I'm tired too, man.
Returning favorite features.
I'm
Season
tired
6 is
too.
going to be the biggest season we've ever released, and arguably the biggest live release in Overwatch history. A ton of great PvE story content, but also that new support hero, a new permanent game mode that's going to go into unranked and competitive playlists. Season 7 and 8, you know, we have another hero, a tank, coming this time. New control map. There's a ton.
Don't they have... I feel like they have too many tanks.
Look forward to this year.
I know, when I see the roadmap, I like jump from...
Hey, the next one's a support hero. Back-to-back support heroes. Then tank. Hey, listen, man. Hey.
Like one side to the other, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. But then what about that? Like, oh, wait, well, hold on. What's this? Where I got to ask you guys, starting with Aaron, what's one of the things that you're most excited about coming to Overwatch 2?
Yeah, I have the same reaction when I look at something like this. It's just so easy to get lost in all of the details.
I mean, look, this is cool, but like, I don't want to go on. Here's the thing. Like, this is all right. I'm going to give you my take as a Overwatch enjoyer. Okay. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a consistent player.
Okay.
I'm just an enjoyer of the game.
Okay.
Playing a PvE limited time event that will probably take between 1 and 2 hours is just simply not worth me coming back to the game and purchasing a battle pass. It's not. Like, the value proposition of that is not high enough. So to me, whenever I hear about this, what I'm
like,
hearing...
if you think about 2 weeks ago, 3 things happened in the gaming universe of FPS. Star Watch, Fortnite's Star Wars crossover, Apex's Star Wars mini event. Apex didn't drum it up, it didn't talk about it, it didn't do nothing. all it did was if you signed in for May 4th, it said, hey, here's a Pathfinder May the 4th skin. Outlast Trials has more replayability than Overwatch. Everyone's saying that game's good. I'm not a big Outlast fan, though. Maybe if I had a squad, but Fortnite had a full Star Wars crossover collab full of, lightsabers, using the Force, all that fun stuff. And we had Star Watch, which was basically a parody of Star Wars, where there was a made-up empire fighting a made-up rebel force in the Overwatch universe. We are not just the discount brand, but we're the discount brand at the discount store. What's a good example? Price. Anyone ever heard of Price Right? I think I went to a Price Right with my grandparents when I was younger. They used to love to go there because everything was super cheap, and they would buy all the off-brand stuff. They don't have bags, not because they were trying to be environmentally friendly. This is like 2006. But they didn't give you bags because they tried to cut every corner possible. You were the discount brand at the discount store. That's where we are. Like, man.
Is that I'm going to get 5% of the content for 50% of the cost. Because the Battle Pass is probably going to be like $20, whereas Overwatch 2 was probably going to be like $40 or $60. Worst case scenario, $70. Well, worst case scenario, $90. But it's probably a deluxe edition anyway. The point is that, like, you're promising like a massive, like, for example, it's like playing Halo. Like, think about playing Halo, and it's like you were going to get like the entire Halo 2 game.
Chat, there are some little demons outside my window that are screaming right now, and I'm not in the mood.
But like now you're taking all of that away, and you're saying the only thing you're gonna get is multiplayer and like some sort of like fucking I'm trying to think, like one mode of Forge or something like that. Like you're gonna get infected. Or you're
Did you mean children?
Sort of,
yes, I thought it was clear with little demons.
Like firing range or something like that. It's just it's silly. There's no reason for you to want to spend your money and go back into the game. And I think that that's really what the issue is that like Overwatch 2, I would have come back and continuously come back and played the game if there were like resetting seasons in the same way that there is in like PoE or WoW or other games, right? Because I want to go back, maybe level up a new character, get them geared out, get them better gear.
That would work in Overwatch, though.
And then in the process of that, I'm going to also buy the Battle Pass, which would give me access to the new PvE content, right? So it's like it's like the difference between like the new content is like the sprinkles on the cupcake, but like what they're saying here is, oh, we're not going to give you the cupcake anymore. You're just getting the sprinkles. Well, I'm not going to buy the fucking sprinkles. I want the whole goddamn cupcake.
True.
That's the way I feel.
I don't even like sprinkles.
It's so weird to me that they think this is a good idea, that this is a good value prop. It's a Lizard. No, it is a Lizard moment. This is absolutely a Lizard moment.
Wait,
and it's just
Lizard.
so disappointing to me. And
Lizard moment. I feel like there's a meaning behind that. I understand. I have an idea on what it means. Lizards like Blizzard, like they're like fucking reptiles that
I'm sure
Blizzard with
like,
an L on my work too.
Listen, if somebody from the Overwatch team is watching this, I'm sure you're fucking disappointed. I bet a lot of them are massively fucking disappointed. This is something they probably poured, 4 years of work into just to have it go in the shit. And
there's a famous tweet out there somewhere of a former Overwatch dev or current still, and she basically was talking about how Bobby Kotick used to make the Overwatch team do these crazy projects for months and then would scrap them all the time. And he was like, oh, like, talk about that. Talk about the truth. And I feel like that's really, really apparent at this moment.
I would like to talk a bit about the story experience that we want to deliver and how we want to kick off this new story arc for Overwatch. That's going to come with a whole new set of missions and cinematics. And it's even going to come with, like, new story features for the game, like a lore database that players can unlock over time.
Man, come on, bro. Like, Honkai Star Rail has that.
Yeah.
Like a lore database, like a menu that has, like, text on it with, like, a picture of an NPC. Bro, is this really what we're going to get excited over? I mean, again, like, these are sprinkles. And I'm not saying this is bad.
I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt that's actually not what they meant. They meant, like, more ways of exploring the story. But that wording does kind of imply that.
They're not awful, but that's it.
I'm a little excited about the lore database. No, true. No, I don't think that's what he's saying either. I don't think he's saying, like, oh, it's not cool. It's the fact that, oh, you've been promised. It's like you go to a wedding. You've been promised this giant wedding cake. And instead of giving you the giant wedding cake, they brought you a tin used for muffins. And it's like, you know, that's cool. I could use that to make some cupcakes, which could be cool for the thing. But that's not what I was looking for. You know, it's like
time. And then additionally, we're going to be running a PvE event that season with a co-op replayable mission.
Who cares?
That's going to take place in a new section of King's Row. And then on top of all of that, a new single player version of a PvE experience where players are going to be
just so hungry I'll take
as
crumbs. That's the worst part though. That's what I wonder. Like when I talked about leaving after season 6, I said that as a way to keep myself kind of motivated and remember that moment, you know? Because I haven't decided what I'm going to officially do. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be in my best interest to slowly move away, you know, because, like, just doing a radical shift would probably be very scary and have a lot of turmoil, both career-wise, financial-wise, mental-wise, a lot of things. But I want to keep that feeling and remember it because we've also been so starved for so many years that thinking crumbs is good when we shouldn't be thinking crumbs is good. We should be demanding more of that. We should call it what it is. And it is crumbs, not, you know, what we were actually supposed to get.
Individual heroes to run through.
And I also don't want to fall victim to like, hey, I've already invested so much time to this.
Possible. So,
you know, I can't give it up now.
It's going to challenge aim skill and the way people use abilities in order to be able to get to the top of the leaderboard and compete with friends and everyone else.
That'll be cool.
Things can change, right? Like things can change. Like they could flip a lot of systems around and a lot of things that make me go, you know, maybe it's worth staying a little bit longer. Things like that could happen. Do I see them happening though? No. I've just watched good decision after good decision get thrown away and replaced with pointless ones.
I can't wait to message you guys and ask why I'm not higher ranked on those leaderboards, but you know, feel free to block me when I do that. Jared, what about you?
Yeah, I'm. My answer is kind of a cheat. When you ask what one thing I'm excited about, it's kind of all of it. Like more specifically, like the thing I'm excited about when I look at the roadmap is that we're finally finding our footing and like really bringing distinctive themes and feels to each one of our seasons, and then in season 6 we're actually going to change the way that.
Dude, I just gotta say it. This Mischief and Magic thing looks like a fucking phone game. Like I really like, dude,
stop.
I fucking see this shit and it looks like a phone game. I just oh my god, why it just
I see it.
Oh, it's the exact same. What the fuck? Oh.
We present seasons to players. We're going to give these seasons names and their own identities, and we're going to theme everything around them really tightly.
Yeah, no, it's super cool to be able to see like all different types of content for all different types of players coming, which, yeah, this has been a massive update. A ton to look forward to. Thanks for stopping by. Is there anything you guys want to say before we go to the rest of the community?
Yeah, I'd just like to give like a big thank you to all of our players in our community. We've talked a lot today about how our overarching value, our overarching goal for Overwatch development is to always be putting new things out in front of the community and to be supporting.
I mean, bro, why do you say it like that? Like, you need to think about how you're gonna say this shit. It's like you can't talk about how your goal is to bring out new stuff to the community in the announcement that you're not going to bring out new stuff to the community. Why do you say it like this? Like, you got... I mean, can't you just write this on a notepad document ahead of time if you're going to make a statement that you know is going to be controversial to make sure you get it right?
Game and
yeah, it's like just say sorry and go back to work. Just be like, yeah, guys, we know you were really excited. There's a lot of reasons why it's not happening. But ultimately, we're just as disappointed as you are. We're sorry. We're going to work to do our best to, deliver what kind of content we can, and still have some PvE experience, and we'll have updates for you in the future. All right. That's it.
Best way that we possibly can. That's what this roadmap is about. It's about showing you all of the work that we're putting into this game. So thank you everyone for playing. Thank you for your commitment to the game.
Yeah, not wrong. A big move could have been to show a little gameplay for the upcoming story missions. Oh, 100%. Like, I don't understand why. Why not show anything at all? Like, that's just so dumb unless there's nothing to show. I think he's referencing no cons between 19 and 22. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think Aaron also was doing that as well. But to the outside world, they just like, they want to hear about the PvE. They want to hear about what's happened the last few years. This current Overwatch team is a lot more in touch with like the actual current player base. And so like, from I'm sure Aaron's point of view is he hears us talking about how there's been nothing for so long and they're trying to change that. But to the outside world, they haven't been here for the last few years. They left. They went to go out of the game. So like that span of time means nothing to them. Because they weren't playing the game. They were the group that left. It was like, oh, there's nothing happening here. All right, cool. See you in a few years.
From all of you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you to everyone in the community for playing. Thank you for supporting each other. Thank you for supporting our team. Can't wait to hear what you think of everything we have coming. Please do send me. I don't know that I need to ask you, but send me more of your feedback on social.
Oh,
I should know, man. Poor Jared.
Look forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah, well,
though I respect it. Jared's got fucking balls, dude, and says that.
Thanks again, Aaron and Jared, for stopping by. It's always great chatting. Tons to look forward to. And guys, check out Starwatch in-game now. Get a chance to play that. And always stay tuned for the next.
Poor Starwatch.
Dev Chat will have one coming soon. We'll see you there.
Yeah, I can't wait. Man.
Starwatch is probably the most railroaded event I've ever seen.
Oh wow, who's
God,
excited?
that event could have just been a cool little mini event, and we move on.
It's great to see
and
everyone
it just,
unanimously agreeing this decision is horrible. I've never legit seen a gaming company that's failed and managed to disappoint their fans as at literally every step and in every way. I've literally never seen a gaming company that's failed and managed to disappoint their own fans at literally every step and in every way possible. We've shifted our values for how we want to make the game. We now value lying to our fans for 4 years and sucking as much money from them while we do as little work as possible. I do think it's true that people probably bought skins and were excited for Overwatch 2 because they were buying them and
the dislike ratio on that video is something, let me tell you.
Stuff.
What is it?
In expectation and
I'm sure
hopes
it's crazy.
Of being able to go and play the PvE mode, Like I feel like that's what I would have done. The reason why they released and worked on Overwatch 2, which was the same game, but
it's like 1K likes to 20K dislikes.
Maps and new characters.
It's 2K likes and 31K dislikes now. 2.1K likes and 31K dislikes.
Yeah, like if you want to do a battle pass, that's fine. I'm not going to shit on you for a battle pass, but the content isn't the battle pass.
He's as in spitting there. Like, a lot of the things we lost going into Overwatch 2, like we were talking about borders earlier, and some people were like, I actually don't mind that they're gone. Because like there was reasons behind it. But like literally playing the game only progresses your battle pass, free to play or not. Like there's nothing else. It's literally completely centralized around the battle pass.
That's not the content. Like, if your content is the battle pass, that's the problem. Imagine if Path of Exile came out and they said, our new expansion, our new season is called Kirak's Vault. People would lose their fucking minds.
Wait, Warren, you weren't top 500 when we went on the 12 win streak? Are you serious? Wait, how far away from top 500 were you? Oh, that's right. We don't know.
Really? Like, it's just... This is supposed to be like the fucking battle pass is like an added extra thing for FOMO addicted fucking video game Andes to milk them out of their last $20. This is not the content of the game.
I got a pee
What are
too.
you
I want to finish
doing?
this.
Devs keep dropping seasons like we give a fuck about what the next when the next cosmetic is coming out. We want content.
Yeah,
yes.
we won 12 games in a
new
row in
gameplay, man.
GM1, and
Holy
you didn't make
fuck,
top
it's so
500.
sad.
That's
What a
tough.
disappointing time period that we are in, man. The skill tree seemed to be the most unique and fun aspect of PvE. Really disappointed yet again that it will be excluded.
True.
Bravo, Overwatch team. I'm so glad you proved me right with the PvE mode. I knew deep in my mind you people would not fulfill your promise to PvE to your player base. You did well keeping the hype up.
That's a
And
seagull
like many
watcher.
times in recent months, you drop an anvil on the heads of everyone who supported you.
Seagull
I, for one,
called
am
it.
glad that I
Dude,
put so
Seagull
little
called it
trust
8 months
in
ago
the
in his
Overwatch
video.
team.
He fucking called it.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure they'll pull through with the PvE when they decide to release Overwatch 3. My expectations for Blizzard were pretty non-existent, but somehow they managed to disappoint. Bravo. Chef's kiss. Absolutely devastating. As a longtime Overwatch fan, I gave Overwatch 2 PvP the benefit of the
Dude,
doubt,
Asmon's
and
so
after
good
waiting
at these.
patiently for
There's no wonder why he's like the
I was,
king of React
looking forward
content
to
at this point.
experiencing the world I love so much through a story campaign, and now I don't see a lot of reason for me to stick
I
around.
hope I can get as good at React
I
content
think
he
these
is.
guys don't understand
God, this
that,
shit
like,
hurts.
doing a 1 or 2 hour throwaway PvE campaign is not a reason why a person is going to reinstall a game and purchase a battle pass. The value proposition is just simply not there.
True.
It's just not there. Anyway, in thoughts about Overwatch 2 being canceled, this is massively disappointing. I'm sure it's really sad for a lot of the guys that were working on the game, and it fucking sucks. But all of the memes turned out to be real, and Overwatch 2
The
is
memes
actually
were not
Overwatch
just
Reforged.
dreams.
There we go, guys. This is a certified lizard moment.
Oh, man. It hurts. Overwatch Reforged.